And so what you get when you unwrap it is, in one case, just checking that's not, the head which displays your speed, a little bit of ribbon cable which presumably will plug into there, and the sensor and a magnet. And so the first thing to do is to go online, computer's just here, and just check out the wiring. So I'll need I believe a 12-volt power supply, some connector block into which the bits of ribbon cable and that can fit, so that we can power up this setup and get the signals into the display. So I'll go online and I'll just check out what those are, because no paperwork comes at all apart from the label that's stuck onto the black plastic bag. So don't expect to get detailed instructions of how to install your tachometer, but they are fairly standard. Lots of places seem to be offering them, so hopefully it won't take long to find the circuit. So there it is on YouTube. What's this person? Cliff's Shed, and he's got it laid out for you there, so that if you look at the back, there is some labelling. It probably won't show up very well in this light. If I zoom in, will it be any better in terms of focusing? What a funny camera. What a fail of a camera. I'll pause it and see if I can put it onto that macro. I've mounted my display inside a piece of plastic downspout, plastic guttering downspout. It provides a nice box shape. I've drilled a couple of holes so I can use it like an angle bracket and just screw it up underneath the shelf there on its four-sided angle bracket, as it were. So that's the display. There's some power from a 12 volt, 15 volt transformer, little DC transformer. Again, rather untidy wires, but I have clipped the wires to the sensor up so they're out of the way of the belts. I don't want them getting caught in the belts. And so what I've done is place the magnet on this wheel. I don't know, is it called a bull wheel that's in there. I've put the sensor on there. I'm not sure about the positioning. That's about as close as I can get it without it touching. So what I can do now is plug the lathe in. Now I've checked to see that there isn't any wire about to get caught up in any belting. There's my remote pod at the moment, just as a trailing wire. Onto forwards, and you see the sensor there picking up the speed. Slow it down. Speed it up. It looks fine. A little bit of a flash from the LED on the sensor. 335, 48 hertz. So if I hold the thing there, you can see the combination. That's is it 62 hertz? I don't know what the display is set to on there. 431 RPM, 435 RPM on the spindle, and 77 on there. So we've got Now, a display for relatively low cost. Okay, I've been fiddling about for an afternoon, but as I say, using things to hand such as this bit of plastic downspout and the corner of a computer case. It's not thick, heavy metal, relatively light metal, but if I stop it now, it's solid enough in there. It's not flying, if you know what I mean. It's the bracket has been shaped to fit in onto the slope of the thing carrying the lathe shaft, so that it's supported on the bottom, and all the nuts have been done quite tightly now, so that should be, yeah, it's all nice and solid there. Right, I'm pleased that works. Pretty happy with that addition. Still haven't got my wiring. Those that see this and see the entire tidy wiring, I'm waiting for my 3-core, 3-phase and earth wire, and at that point I'm going to make a list of all the jobs I need to do, because in order to attach it I've got to take the motor off to get to the cover plate over the terminal block on the motor, and at the same time as doing that I can do several other jobs that I need to do with the motor off the lathe. So that's when I get that wire, and that will be a job to tidy up the wiring back there. I've got the clips to hand, ready to clip the wire up, and we will do that in due course.